It's 5 days to the 2023 presidential election, and I still have Babajide Sanwo-Olu and Mayor Akinpelu here in the studio. The Lagos State government says it has taken steps to assist the vulnerable impacted by the Naira scarcity in the states. Govt Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated that Lagosians who are highly impacted by the current Naira and fuel scarcity will be given food to lessen the hardship. He added that his government is working very hard to provide palliative measures to lessen the burden being faced by Lagosians. On the issue of possible increase in fares, Sanwo-Olu says they are in discussion with private transport operators to regulate fares, bearing the difficult circumstances Lagosians have found themselves. My help yesterday, we wanted to go to Just Computer Village, and we got to the bus stop and they said, no, we're not collecting old money. You had to disembark and had to walk all the stretch. I saw another video. Somebody in Mala wanted to buy something from a food seller, and the food seller had to collect soap. Soap worth 1,500 or so in exchange to get food. Trade by butter.
I'm primitive. That's the level we have sunk to. And this is something that some people will justify. Did you see the statement issued by Jose Kome?
Yes.
Now the professor of law, where he was attacking people that how can, in trying to be politically correct, how can you justify this assault on the vulnerable in our society? That was how he described it. That the president has no right to disobey the Supreme Court.
Of course.
He has no right.
He has no right.
And we will see people come to try to justify what is going on.
No.
You know, some governors now, because they do not want to, because they want to be politically correct, they can't speak for their people. Now, the people are seeing those who truly love them. You see the Ogun State governor come out, to say something. You see the governor of Kaduna taking this as his battle. Yeah. Then some hypocrites among the governors will just keep quiet, as if what is going on is normal. Look at this thing. Look at this South. Look at how bloody the riots were in the South.
Oh.
And we have two governors there, including one that wants to be vice president, bottling up their mouths, refusing to speak about the agony that their people are going through. I mean, where is your humanity? Where is it? The people have lost their humanism. If you cannot speak about how you can end the agony that your people are going through, you are so fixated about the political side to the thing.
Yes.
That is what bothers you. You are not looking at what people are going through.
As Nigerians together to fight.
To say this is a problem, let's face it.
Irrespective of political lineage.
Let me commend the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for the effort to try to bring palliatives for the people, because the primary duty of government is protection of life and properties and betterment of the lives of the people that they govern over. So coming up to, because now, in continuation of what we've been discussing, things are very difficult for people. There are a lot of people, there are some category of people who they are living by selling on a daily basis.
Yes.
So it's based on cash.
They don't have POS.
Bank accounts. They don't even have bank accounts. So when people like that cannot sell, they don't have money to feed their family on a daily basis. They don't have money to give transporters. Transporters don't collect POS. They don't collect transfer. You have to pay them. So their children will not go to school because they cannot raise the money, because they have not been able to sell things. So it is duty of government. It is very commendable that the governor has decided that they should try to bring up palliatives. So it's the kind of thing that we went through during COVID. You know, when you know that people are going through things,
and the verge of committing suicide.
And it's important for us to try to alleviate the suffering that they are going through. And I want to encourage other governors to also do that. I know that we are going to get through this. By the time we finish election, they will stop their nonsense that they are doing.
I'm telling you.
And then we'll be able to move forward.
If they play the card and they don't achieve anything.
So, but right now that people are still going through this,
the commoners will rest.
Let the governors try as much as possible to bring up palliatives to reduce the suffering of our people. Because it's not good for us. We are not in a state of war. The economy have not collapsed. We are not the old Greece. So when you now confiscate people's money and they cannot have access to it, I can't imagine how people can allow our country to turn to this joke. And then they kept telling you, I saw the central bank governor the other day when he came out from there, and he said, I want to appeal to people to allow this thing to work. This thing will stop this. And I just look at him and I said, this man doesn't know what we are doing.
He doesn't even know what's going on in the
He
country.
doesn't know.
When they say that, oh, this thing, that kidnapping has
doesn't
gone
know.
down, who told you? I track developments in the security sector like my life depends on it. I can tell you that they are still kidnapping people all over the place. They are still kidnapping
Of
people.
course.
Any journalist worth his salt who is resident in Katsina or resident in Niger and all, will know that this thing is still going on. Why are you lying to Nigerians that it has stopped kidnapping? You see, the kidnapper...
For the fact that
the kidnapper...
it's not reported,
it's not,
or electoral matter, political matter...
It's even being
has
reported. It's being
overshadowed
reported. It's just the electoral matters are in front. It's not as if it's not being reported. It's just the electoral matters are in front. They are still kidnapping bus passengers. It's still going on. In the north, especially. Even in Cross River, they blocked the whole highway and they were picking people in the midst of this whole thing. So who told them that security has improved? How? How has security improved? Where did they bring the facts from? You just talk off your head without concrete evidence. You lie to Nigerians. You lie through your teeth. I mean, so why won't people be suffering? Because they've been, the president especially, it's so easy to deceive by these people around him. They told him, no, insecurity, this and that.
We are using the fruits, and the president
the key
highlighted
thing-
the achievements.
The key thing that they used to get
How
the
has it
president.
brought down inflation? How has
No,
it
the
helped the
inflation has
value?
increased to
How
over
has it
20%.
how has it helped the value of the Naira? It has not helped
It
the
has
value of
not.
the Naira.
To compare to dollars.
Yes, and the thing is, the way it is going, even the economy, you know, listening to what people like this Shekri man, the economist, Rewane, even Doyin, who is the president's advisor, he opposed this. And you know,
including the minister of finance.
the minister, it's like the minister knew that this thing will come.
Everybody.
That's why she said
So everybody will
that
sit
when the impact begins, the negative impact, we will feel it together. But you
She
didn't.
said so.
Yes, you didn't inform anybody. You just went
Because the timing
you
and
have
the
ears of
execution
the
is
president,
faulty.
and you can't even you are implementing it in a most incompetent manner. Artisanal incompetence. That is what we are seeing.
Because if
you
people
can't
can
run
get
our
it,
economy like artisans. You
Yes.
can't. I mean, what sense does that make? Artisanal incompetence. This is what we are seeing. This is what we are seeing. But we have to thank a governor who does not want his people to suffer and says, oh, we can assist the most vulnerable in our society. But there are still some of us who are not in that category.
But we need money.
But we
Who
are
are vulnerable
impacted.
like us.
Which
Yes.
are impacted.
If
And
we
it's
have
painful.
access to our money, cash,
Why would
This
you
is a
deny me
man,
my
you know,
money?
elsewhere, what Emefiele is doing, if this were UK or anywhere else, honestly, he cannot try it. By now, maybe we'll even be in jail.
Even some African countries,
You
won't be
said,
able to try
yes,
it. There will have been riots
it's
everywhere.
only our country that this can happen. You said, okay, people can withdraw 500. From 500 now
to 20,000.
to 20,000
Then the 20,000 is
that they are
not
not
even
even
available.
giving people, and we think that is right.
There's
Because-
no war, but you
because
go
of
to your
what?
own bank and across the counter, you say you want 20,000. They will say we cannot give you more than 2,000.
And you have
It
millions
happens
in the
every
account.
time. Everybody that comes to the bank, they will be giving them 2,000 naira. How can you give people 2,000 naira? What do they want to do with it?
After being on the queue for hours.
That's what I'm saying.
Some are even sleeping in
Some ATM, they
yeah.
will say, okay, if it is not your bank, if the card is not of that bank, you collect 1,000. If it is your bank, you collect 2,000.
never had it
How
this
can you
bad.
do that?
To do 2,000.
When we're not in a state of war.
Mayor, this thing is being done to
And one governor central bank is saying,
provoke our
we
people.
should just bear it. They are working on it. And they are be able to, because the president, you know, it is very isolated up there. When somebody comes to you with an idea, and because our president is so fixated in solving corruption, when he hears that anything will fight corruption,
No, and
he
even
will buy in on it.
legacy and his
Yes,
legacy.
they will buy
he
on it.
wants
So
to be
they
the
told
one-
him that, oh, sir.
Mint is working now
2.7
with Nigerian Mint can
No, they
print
told him that
money,
2.7
we can
trillion
do-
is outside the banking system.
But when he
And
made
it
his
is-
speech, he
and
said
that
2
they
point,
made-
was
that
talking
they
about
made it-
2.1.
that the politicians have stockpiled it in different tomes. So we need to change this naira. The man will buy into it. But the problem is that How do you execute this thing? Even if you say 20,000 naira for everybody, and people can access that 20,000 naira, we won't have this problem that we have.